This is a Premiere Elements 13 tutorial on how to create a clear text title that scrolls across your video. We start with a project where our primary video is on the Video 1 track. Next, I'm going to use Photoshop Elements 13 to create a matte. I want the foreground color to be white and the background color to be black. Now click on File, New. Give it a name. Set the preset value to Film and Video. Then set the size to the resolution of the video you're creating. Mine will be 1080p. Since I want to pan across my title, I'm going to set the width to be the size of 3 screens. Make sure background contents is set to background color. Then click OK. White areas on the matte will be where the video will show through. If we put a gradient of black to white on our matte, we'll be able to gradually fade our matte into the video. I'll start the gradient a bit in from the right, since I want to have an area of complete white which I can pan to. And I'll stop it right about the middle. Next, I'll type in the title in white text. Position the text, and then save it as a JPEG file. Now we can drag and drop our matte onto the Video 2 track. We can adjust the time duration of when the matte is being used by adjusting its size on the timeline. To use the matte, we need to apply an FX effect on Video 1. We want a keying effect that's named Track Matte Key. Drag and drop it on top of Video 1. The FX Applied Effects tab now pops up, enabling us to set the parameters for this effect. The value for matte indicates the video track where our matte is. In this example, we put it on Video 2. Composite using should be set to Matte Luma. Now we can see Video 1 showing through the matte in the white areas. Select the matte by clicking it on the Video 2 time track. Then click on the Tools menu at the bottom of the screen. Select Pan and Zoom. Here we can configure how we can pan and zoom across our matte. We'll start by clearing all the frames. Now add a new frame. Click on the small plus sign to incrementally increase the size of the frame. Position this first frame to the beginning of the pan. Now click on New Frame for the second frame. Again, click on the small plus sign once to increment the frame one size up and position it to the end of the pan. The green ranges of time on the timeline indicate periods when the panning motion is stopped. Here I want a continuous pan, so I'll minimize the size of these green ranges. Each range corresponds to a keyframe, so the first range is associated with the first keyframe, and the second range is associated with the last keyframe. We can also see that the 2 frames are 10 seconds apart, so that's the panning time from frame 1 to frame 2. Let's see how this looks. If you want this scrolling title to smoothly transition into your main video, there's one last step you need to do. When the playhead reaches the end of Video 2 on the timeline, the video will black out. This happens because the Track Matte Key effect was applied to the entire clip on the Video 1 track. We can fix this by splitting the Video 1 clip at the point where the matte ends. Then we can select the second clip, which is not under a matte, and simply delete the Track Matte Key effect. Now we have a scrolling clear title that smoothly transitions into our main video. Thanks for watching.